When you think of the Great Wall of China, you probably imagine an ancient marvel stretching endlessly across the landscape. But what if I told you this iconic structure hides secrets most people have never even heard of? From lost sections to surprising uses, here are 10 facts about the Great Wall that will leave you in awe. Fact 1. The wall is much longer than you think. Most people know the wall is long, but its true length is staggering. Over 21,000 kilometers, 13,000 miles. That's enough to stretch halfway around the Earth and more than double the distance between New York and Beijing. What's even more fascinating is that this number was only confirmed after a massive archaeological survey in 2012 using advanced technology to map its ruins. Before that, it was believed to be far shorter. Even today, new sections and remnants of the wall continue to be discovered, revealing just how massive this structure truly was. Fact 2. It's not just one wall. Contrary to popular belief, the Great Wall isn't a single, continuous structure. It's actually a series of walls built by various dynasties over a span of 2,000 years, with each emperor adding to or modifying it to suit their needs. The oldest parts date back to the 7th century BCE during the Warring States period, and the most famous sections were constructed by the Ming dynasty. Some sections overlap, and others are built miles apart, creating a network of defensive walls rather than a single barrier. This means that in different regions, the wall could look completely different, depending on when and by whom it was built. Fact 3. It took over 2,000 years to build. The construction of the Great Wall wasn't a single project but rather a continuous effort spanning over 2 millennia. Each dynasty added its own sections, sometimes using previous walls as a foundation. The Qin dynasty, 221 to 206 BCE, is credited with connecting many of these smaller walls, creating the first unified Great Wall. However, it wasn't until the Ming dynasty, 1368 to 1644, that the wall became the massive stone and brick structure we recognize today. This ongoing construction meant that millions of laborers, from soldiers to prisoners, spent their entire lives working on it, often under brutal conditions. Some parts were even rebuilt after being destroyed by invaders or natural disasters. Fact 4. It's not visible from space. The myth that the Great Wall of China is visible from space has been debunked time and again by astronauts. Even from low Earth orbit, the wall blends into the surrounding landscape, making it nearly impossible to see without magnification. The misconception likely arose from early 20th century literature and was perpetuated in schools and media. However, modern imaging tools have proven that while the wall is impressive on the ground, it's not as prominent from above. Ironically, smaller structures like roads and airports are easier to spot from space due to their contrast with the natural environment. Fact 5. It wasn't built to keep out invaders alone. While defense was a major purpose, the Great Wall served many other functions, including regulating trade along the Silk Road. The wall acted as a checkpoint, ensuring that merchants paid taxes and that contraband goods were kept out of the empire. It also served as a communication network, with beacon towers used to send smoke or fire signals across vast distances to warn of approaching enemies. Additionally, it acted as a psychological barrier, symbolizing the might of the emperor and discouraging invasions even before they happened. Fact 6. Millions of lives were lost during its construction. The Great Wall has been called the longest cemetery on Earth because it's believed that over 1 million workers died during its construction. These laborers included soldiers, prisoners, and peasants, many of whom succumbed to exhaustion, starvation, or disease. There's a popular myth that their bodies were buried within the wall itself, but historians argue this was unlikely due to the potential for structural instability. Instead, most workers were buried in mass graves nearby. The wall's construction often disrupted entire communities, with villages losing most of their able-bodied men to the emperor's demands. Fact 7. The material varied by region. The materials used to build the Great Wall depended heavily on the region and the resources available. In the mountainous regions, workers used stone and granite, while in the deserts, they relied on tamped earth, sand, and reeds. In some areas, bricks and lime mortar were used to create the durable sections seen today. This regional adaptability allowed the wall to span diverse terrains, from rugged cliffs to flat plains. Interestingly, in areas where vegetation was sparse, sticky rice mortar was mixed into the construction materials to create a stronger bond, a technique that has proven remarkably effective against erosion. Fact 8. It's constantly eroding. Nearly 30% of the Great Wall has disappeared due to a combination of natural erosion, human activity, and neglect. Sections built with less durable materials, like tamped earth, are particularly vulnerable to rain and wind. Local villagers have also taken bricks and stones from the wall for use in their own construction projects. Despite its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, many parts of the wall remain unprotected and at risk of further deterioration. Efforts to preserve the wall are ongoing, but with its immense size, protecting every section remains a monumental challenge. Fact 9. The wall features ingenious defensive systems. The Great Wall was far more than just a physical barrier, it was a sophisticated defense system. Beacon towers allowed soldiers to relay warnings of incoming attacks using smoke signals during the day and fire signals at night. The wall also featured fortresses, gates, and hidden traps to slow down or ambush invaders. In some areas, double and triple walls were constructed to provide additional layers of protection. The sheer complexity of these defensive mechanisms is a testament to the strategic ingenuity of ancient Chinese engineers. Fact 10. It holds cultural and historical significance beyond defense. Beyond its role as a defensive structure, the Great Wall is a symbol of China's resilience, strength, and unity. It represents the ingenuity and perseverance of the Chinese people, as well as the sheer ambition of their rulers. Today, it stands as a reminder of the country's rich history and attracts millions of visitors annually. The wall has also inspired countless works of art, literature, and folklore, making it an enduring icon of Chinese culture and global heritage. Bonus fact: the wall was once a tool for espionage. The Great Wall of China wasn't just a static barrier to keep enemies out, it played an active role in gathering intelligence and aiding military strategy. Guards stationed along the wall had duties far beyond simply watching for invaders. They served as the empire's eyes and ears, monitoring enemy movements across vast distances. The watchtowers, strategically placed at high vantage points, were equipped with tools to detect and relay critical information. Using signals made from fire, smoke, or flags during the day and torches at night, these guards could transmit messages quickly along the wall, sometimes covering hundreds of kilometers in just a few hours. But the wall's role in espionage didn't end there. It also acted as a staging ground for counterintelligence operations. Soldiers were occasionally sent across the wall into enemy territory to gather crucial information about potential threats, terrain, and enemy strategies. These covert missions often determined whether a region would face invasion or remain at peace. On the flip side, the wall also protected Chinese spies returning with valuable intelligence, providing them a secure route back to imperial command posts. Additionally, the wall's defensive design discouraged invaders from even attempting to breach it, forcing them to use messengers or scouts who could be intercepted by the Chinese. This allowed the empire to uncover enemy plans before battles even began. The Great Wall wasn't just a physical structure, it was a strategic weapon that gave China a significant advantage in intelligence gathering and military coordination, long before the advent of modern technology. Today, this hidden aspect of the Great Wall is often overlooked, yet it showcases the ingenuity of its creators and the complex strategies employed to maintain the empire's dominance. It was, in many ways, a forerunner to the modern surveillance networks that play such a critical role in defense today. Which of these incredible facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by ancient wonders like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Only on Fact Vault.